form control name attribute. So that means if you want to bind the controls, input type is equal to text, then we have to use form control name. Control name is equal to the control. We have to configure in this way. Especially if it is in a form. If in our above example, it is not present in a form. In this example, we are not having a form. Directly we defined controls. Then we use form control. If it is in a group, then we have to define form control name. We have to configure the form control name. So let's see that how we can create a dynamic form and handle the dynamic form, configure the dynamic form. So let's see nested, how you can configure and use a nested form. This is a general approach of the form. So I will add ng generate component nested form and skip test is true. Okay. And I want to configure the nested forms and define. So let's create this nested form now and design the nested form here. Okay. Let's copy that. Okay, nested form. Okay. Let's keep this in the startup and create the form. Nested form. Yep. So that nested form is working fine. Yep, it is working fine. Now let's go to the nested form. Yeah, in the nested form, so we need to create a form. Now you need two things here. So we need a form group and a form controls, form group and form controls. So we need to import here. So import. So from Angular forms, from Angular forms, we need to import here. One is form control, another one is form group. These two are required to design a form and its controls. We need to use these two. Okay, so here we need to create. I will give as public FRM registered is equal to new form group. Okay. Form group is a collection of controls. We need to configure the controls inside the form group now. Configure the controls inside form group. So first one, I am defining as suppose name. Name is a new form control, empty. Okay. Another price is a new form control, and that's also empty. Okay. And we have another form inside this form, FRM details. FRM details is a new form group again, inside the parent form. This is the child form. And here we are having some more details. Here we are configuring some more details, right? Yeah. So adding some more details there. So what are the details inside that form? So some option like city. City is a new form control again, new form control. And in stock is also a new form control again, This is the complete nested form. So that means the main form is FRM registered and the child form is FRM details. Now how you configure this in the UI, that is important first. in the UI how to configure this. So let's see. So how we configured this in the UI, attach, bind to the UI. So here we are defining a div class as container fluid, okay, and div class as row, okay, div class as a call, call 3, okay, and here we have another div class as call some 9, okay, and I will just keep this left side. We will design a register product, okay, and here we have a div class as form group, and in that now we need to design a form. Actually we need to design a form, so let's create a form. That means we need a form element. To this we need to bind the form. Earlier we used ng form for binding with the form. Now here simply we have to use form group. Form group is equal to FRM register, that is the form group. Now inside this form group we are defining some details. We are configuring this. So inside the form group we are adding, suppose firstly I will use here a data list and data terms to configure. So I will just keep a field set, and let's keep a legend, okay, and here I'm just adding a simple information like basic info, okay, and here we will add a data list with a data term, so name, and data definition input type is equal to text, okay, so class as form control, okay, that is one. Another data term is price, so data definition input type is equal to text, and the class as form control. Now we need to bind this to these two elements, so name and price. Then here I am defining an attribute form control name. It will be for binding with the property. Form control name, you have to just define name property. Okay, that is defining directly the name property. And here same form control name, that is price property. We are binding with the name and price, and we are configuring with the name and price. Okay, that is the basic info we are binding there. Okay, now one more option here is we need one more part here. Inside the form, another field set here, and in that we have a legend. This is stock details, and here we have a data list and data term. This time it is having two more details here. So one is this is FRM details. That means here we need a form. Here we need to configure a form. That means here we need another form. This is the child form inside the form. Then I will configure this a div here simply. And we need to mention, because I cannot use another form now, that is invalid. We cannot use a form inside another form, invalid. So here we have to use a container, and this should work as a form. Then we have to add form group name. Form group is to the parent, and for the child form group name.